Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss the relationship between vapor pressure of a liquid and temperature. That is, the variation of vapor pressure of a liquid with temperature. How the vapor pressure of a liquid is varied with temperature. Okay. Suppose if you take a liquid, okay, on heating the liquid changes into vapor. Means the liquid absorbs some amount of heat energy. Liquid absorbs some amount of heat energy to convert into vapor. Okay, so this phenomena is what evaporation, liquid to vapor. The conversion of liquid into vapor is called evaporation. Okay, and conversion of vapor into liquid is called condensation. Condensation is the process of conversion of a gas into liquid, vapor into liquid. So here delta H vaporization is greater than 0, means delta H vaporization is what now, positive or negative? Is positive. So greater than 0 means some positive value. So delta H vaporization means what? Enthalpy of vaporization. What is called? Enthalpy of vaporization. Delta H vaporization is called enthalpy of vaporization. Enthalpy of vaporization. So this enthalpy of vaporization of this conversion of a liquid into vapor is what now? Positive. Delta H is positive. So delta H is positive for evaporation. And for condensation, what? For condensation, delta H is negative. When vapor converts into liquid, what happens now? The vapor will lose some amount of heat energy. The vapor loses some amount of heat energy to convert into liquid. Remember. But when liquid is converting into vapor, the liquid absorbs some amount of heat energy. That's why the conversion of liquid into vapor is endothermic phenomena. Endothermic means what? Delta H positive. So the conversion of liquid to vapor is what? Endothermic phenomena. And vapor to liquid condensation is what? Exothermic. Condensation is exothermic. Exothermic is what? Associated with delta H equals to negative. Delta H will be negative for exothermic process and delta H is positive for endothermic process. That point keep in mind. And vapor pressure of liquid increases. Vapor pressure of liquid increases with temperature. In general, when temperature increases, what happens? The liquid absorbs more amount of heat energy and easily converts into what? Vapor. Means the quantity of vapor getting formed is more. The formation of vapor from liquid will be more if temperature is higher. So here delta H is enthalpy of vaporization. Enthalpy of vaporization. Okay. And a graphical representation of vapor pressure of a liquid versus temperature is represented like this here. So vapor pressure on y-axis and temperature on x-axis. So the graph of what? Vapor pressure versus temperature. So from this graph, we can understand that when temperature increases, vapor pressure of liquid increases. So vapor pressure of what here? Liquid. Vapor pressure of a liquid increases with increase in temperature. Next here, if you take log P to base E, it is what now? ln E, natural log of P. ln P. ln P means what? Natural log of P. So log P to base E versus 1 by T. 1 by T. 1 by T means inverse of temperature here. So log P, ln natural log of P versus 1 by T. If you take, we get a straight line with negative slope. Straight line with what? Negative slope we get here. So it is what? Variation of vapor pressure of a liquid with temperature. Okay. Next, if vapor pressure of a liquid is known at a temperature, at a given temperature, if you know the vapor pressure of a liquid, it can be calculated at another temperature. It can be calculated means it means what here? The vapor pressure can be calculated. If you know vapor pressure at one particular temperature, the vapor pressure at another temperature can be calculated using Clapeyron equation. Clapeyron equation. So by using Clapeyron equation, we can calculate vapor pressure of the liquid at another temperature when you know the vapor pressure of the same liquid at another temperature. Okay. Suppose here we are taking log P2 by P1 to base 10. Log P2 by P1 to base 10. Log P2 upon P1 to base 10 is equal to delta H vaporization by 2.303 R. delta H vaporization upon 2.303 R into 1 by T1 minus 1 by T2. 1 by T1 minus 1 by T2. At T1 temperature, the vapor pressure is P1, suppose. At T2 temperature, the vapor pressure is P2. P1 is the vapor pressure at T1 temperature. P2 is the vapor pressure at T2 temperature. And delta H vaporization is what? Enthalpy of vaporization. Enthalpy of vaporization. R is what? Universal gas constant. 8.314 joules Kelvin inverse mole inverse. Okay. So what is R value here? 8.314 joules Kelvin inverse mole inverse. Okay, so P2 is what? Vapor pressure at T2 temperature. P1 is what? Vapor pressure at T1 temperature. And delta H vaporization is what? Enthalpy of vaporization. Is that clear? So this is called Clapeyron equation, by which we can calculate the vapor pressure at given temperature. At what year? So if you know vapor pressure at given temperature, the vapor pressure at another temperature we can calculate by using what? Clapeyron equation. So this equation we have to understand. And we know the relation between natural log and log to base e. Suppose if we take log x to base e, log x to base e, or we say what? ln x. ln x is equal to what now here? 2.303 log x to base 10. Is that clear? So log x to base e is equal to 2.303 log x to base 10. So this relation we have to remember. So from this we have taken here log to base 10 only here. So log of P2 upon P1 is equal to delta H vaporization by 2.303 R into 1 by T1 minus 1 by T2. Okay, it is what now here relation, the variation of vapor pressure with temperature. Next, some of the example problems based on vapor pressure, relative lowering of vapor pressure. Suppose here, calculate the vapor pressure, okay, vapor pressure lowering caused by adding 50 grams of sucrose. What is 50 grams here? Weight of solute. Weight of solute. WB means what here? Weight of solute. Solute is sucrose here. Is given how much? 50 grams. 50 grams is the weight of solute given. And gram molecular weight of what here? Sucrose is given here. Gram molecular weight, Kaplan. Gram molecular weight of sucrose is equal to 342. 342 what now here? Gram per mole. 342 grams per mole. Okay. So it is what now gram molecular weight. Next, it is added. 50 grams of sucrose is added to 500 grams of water. 500 grams of water. Now, what is the weight of solvent given? Weight of solvent is equal to what? Weight of water here. Weight of solvent, that is, weight of water is equal to what now here? 500 grams. And what is gram molecular weight of water? Gram molecular weight of water. Gram molecular weight of solvent. Solvent is here water. Is equal to what now here? Kaplan A. Ma is equal to what? 18 grams per mole. Okay. So 18 grams per mole is what here? Gram molecular weight of solvent water. And gram molecular weight of solute sugar is given 342. Okay. If the vapor pressure of pure water, if the vapor pressure of pure water at 25 degrees Celsius, at 25 degrees Celsius is 23.8 mm. 23.8 mm of mercury. So the pressure is what now? The vapor pressure of pure solvent. The pure water means what here? Pure solvent. So vapor pressure of pure solvent is represented by what? P A naught. P A naught means what here? Vapor pressure of pure solvent. A indicates solvent here. P naught indicates what here? The pure vapor pressure. Okay. So now they asked to calculate what now here? Vapor pressure lowering. That means what? P naught minus PS they asked here. P naught minus PS is equal to what? How much is the lowering in vapor pressure? P naught minus PS they asked here. Is that clear? So it's about what now they are one of the example problems of C solution. According to Raoult's law. According to Raoult's law, what we have understood here, RLVP, relative lowering in vapor pressure, is equal to what? Mole fraction of solute. Mole fraction of solute. This mole fraction of solute is equal to what? Number of moles of solute by number of moles of solute plus number of moles of solvent. Okay, so RLVP means this only. RLVP is what here? P naught minus PS by P naught. What is P naught here? The vapor pressure of pure solvent. PS is what? Vapor pressure of solution. So what is P naught here? P naught is what? Vapor pressure of pure solvent, means pure water, is given here 23.8 given. This is given what now here? 23.8 mm given. And PS we don't know. PS is nothing but here. PS is nothing but vapor pressure of solution formed. Vapor pressure solution we don't know. Vapor pressure of solution we don't know, but P naught is given here. P naught is given. Okay, and number of moles of solute. Number of moles of solute formula what? Given weight of solute by gram molecular weight, and number of moles of solvent, weight of solvent by gram molecular weight. Okay, so like this here, delta P means what now here? P naught minus PS. P naught minus PS means for relative only lowering of vapor pressure. It is called lowering of vapor pressure. So this lowering of vapor pressure is equal to this one. P naught minus PS is called lowering of vapor pressure, is equal to here N by N plus N of P into PA. So N by N plus N into PA. P naught. P naught means what here? Vapor pressure of pure solvent. And delta P is nothing but P naught minus PS. They ask you to calculate. Is that clear one? So like this here, given that number of moles of solute is equal to weight of solute by gram molecular weight of solute. Weight of solute is given what? Sucrose 50 grams given. And what is gram molecular weight of sucrose? 342. Okay. And what is the number of moles of solute? This one. 0.146 is what? Number of moles of solute. And number of moles of solvent. Solvent is Kaplan here. Number of moles of solvent is Kaplan. And now given weight of solvent, how many grams? 500 grams of water taken. 500 grams of water by gram molecular weight of water, how much? 18 grams per mole. 18 grams per mole is what? Gram molecular weight of water. Therefore, number of moles of water, how much? 27.78. So number of moles of what? Solvent. Number of moles of solvent, how many? 27.78 moles. And P naught is what now here? 23.8 given. P naught is nothing but vapor pressure of pure water, pure solvent is given 23.8 mm of mercury, millimeter of mercury. Substitute in the values in the above equation. Delta P, that is what? Lowering of vapor pressure. Or we write what? P naught minus PS is equal to 0.146 number of moles of solute by number of moles of solute again plus number of moles of solvent. It is mole fraction of solute into the P naught. P naught is 23.8. It will be 0.124 millimeter of mercury. 0.124 mm of Hg. So it is what now? Lowering of vapor pressure. But sometimes they ask you relative lowering of vapor pressure. Relative lowering of vapor pressure means what? P naught minus PS by P naught we have to take. But here asked what? Only lowering in vapor pressure, that's all. That's why we have taken what now here? Only P naught minus PS we have calculated. This is what now? Lowering of vapor pressure. Next, another example. Vapor pressure of pure benzene. Pure benzene means what? Pure solvent. Pure solvent. Benzene is solvent taken here, not water. Okay, the vapor pressure of pure benzene at a certain temperature is 640 mm. 640 mm is what now here? The vapor pressure of benzene. Vapor pressure of benzene. Next, a non-volatile solid. A non-volatile solid. Okay, weighing 2.175 grams. What is the weight of solute is given? Weight of solute. Weight of solute is given 2.175 grams. And the solute is what? Non-volatile solute. Is added to 39.0 grams of benzene. So what is the weight of solvent? weight of solvent is equal to 39 grams. Weight of benzene given 39 grams. Weight of solute given 2.175. And which solute it is, we don't know. A solute is not mentioned. Which solute? Solute we don't know. Solute is to be calculated, means gram molecular weight of solute we don't know. And whenever you see benzene, benzene formula what? Benzene formula C6H6. Here benzene molecular weight how much? Here 12 6 plus 6. Okay, it will be what now? Gram molecular weight here. Okay, so it is what now here? 72 plus 6 how much? 78. 78 grams per mole is what? Gram molecular weight of benzene. Gram molecular weight of benzene we know, weight of benzene we know. And gram weight of solvent, weight of solute we know, but the gram molecular weight of solute we don't know. Okay, so 640 mm and a non-volatile solid weighing 2.175 grams is added to 39 grams of benzene. The vapor pressure of the solution is 600 mm of mercury. This 600 mm is what now here? PS. PS means what? Vapor pressure of solution formed is 600 mm. And this what here 640 is what now here? P naught. P naught meaning what? Vapor pressure of pure solvent. Vapor pressure of pure solvent. A solvent is what? Benzene. Is that clear? And solution is 600 only. See what happened to the vapor pressure from solute solvent to solution. From 640 it is decreased up to 600. So lowering in vapor pressure has taken place. Now, what is the molecular mass of solid substance? Means what is the molecular mass of solute? Solute molecular mass we have to get. Is that clear, ma? See. Solution. According to Raoult's law. According to Raoult's law, what is the relation, ma? RLVP, relative lowering in vapor pressure, is equal to XB. XB means what? Number of moles of solute by number of moles of solution. This one XB is nothing but N by small n plus capital N. Number of moles of solute by total number of moles of solution. And what is this P naught minus PS by P naught? RLVP. RLVP is equal to XB. Is that clear? Next, let M, small m, be the molecular mass of solid substance. So what is taken here? Gram molecular weight of solute. Solute M. This one we have to calculate. Okay. Next, N, small n is what? Number of moles of solute. Number of moles of solute. Number of moles of what? Solute is what? Small n here. So number of moles of solute is equal to weight of solute. Weight of solute by gram molecular weight of solute. Weight of solute by gram molecular weight of solute. And Kaplan is what? Number of moles of solvent. Number of moles of solvent. Solvent is what here? Benzene. Solvent is benzene here. So the molecular mass of solid substance M we have taken. That's why weight by gram molecular weight. And Kaplan is weight of solvent by gram molecular weight of solvent. Weight of solvent benzene given how much? 39 grams. And gram molecular weight of benzene how much? 78. That is equal to 0.5 moles of benzene. Okay. And molecular mass we don't know for solute. Now P naught is what? Vapor pressure of pure solvent 640 mm given. PS is mentioned what in problem? 600 mm. Okay. Substituting the values in above equation. Here P naught minus PS. P naught minus PS by P naught is equal to number of moles of solute by number of moles of solute plus number of moles of solvent is equal to some value we get. In terms of M we get here. Okay, the value in terms of M. So now M is equal to, on solving we get M is equal to 65.25 gram per mole. Okay, so now gram molecular weight we got here. So M is what now here? Gram molecular mass of solute. Solid solute we have calculated. So in this way, from the given formula of relative lowering of vapor pressure, we can get what now? The gram molecular weight of solute. Yeah, another example is that a solution containing 30 grams of a non-volatile solute. 30 grams of what? Non-volatile solute in exactly 90 grams of water. So 30 grams is what now here? Weight of solute. 90 grams is what here? Weight of solvent. Weight of solute is given, weight of solvent is given. And what is solvent here? Water. That's why gram molecular weight of solvent is equal to 18 grams per mole. So water means the solvent here. That is gram molecular weight we know. Solvent weight we know. Solvent gram molecular weight we know. So weight is what now here? 90 grams of water, and gram molecular weight of water is 18 grams. Similarly here, weight of solute is what? 30 grams. Weight of solute is 30 grams, but we don't know which solute it is. They simply said solute, that's all here. So what we have to understand now? Gram molecular weight of solute is what? We don't know. Okay, that solution has a vapor pressure of 21.85 mm. It is PS, remember. So PS given here. Vapor pressure of solution is given 21.85 mm of mercury at given temperature of 25 degrees Celsius. At this temperature, vapor pressure of solution is given. Further, 18 grams of water is then added. How much of water is added? 18 grams. Already how many grams of water was taken initially? 90 grams taken. To this 90 grams, we have added how much here? 18 grams of water is then added to the solution. To above solution, what is added again? 18 grams of only water is added. We did not add any solute, remember. The new vapor pressure becomes 22.15 mm of mercury. Initially, the vapor pressure of solution was 21.85. Now it is 22.15. The vapor pressure has been increased because we added water, solvent we added here. Volatile solvent is added. That's why the vapor pressure of solution has become somewhat more at the same temperature. At the same temperature, we have added some solvent. That's why the vapor pressure has been changed, has been increased from 21.85 to 22.15. Calculate, first thing what they asked to calculate here, molecular mass of the solute. So molecular weight of solute, MB we have to get. And vapor pressure, second one what they asked to see, vapor pressure of water. Vapor pressure of water at the given temperature. So vapor pressure of solvent they asked, and molecular mass of solute they asked. So what they asked here? P naught. P naught is what? Vapor pressure of solvent is what? And molecular weight of solute is what? This is what they asked here. So the solution is that let the vapor pressure of water at 25 degrees Celsius be P naught. P naught is what here? Vapor pressure of pure water. And molecular mass of the solute be M. M is MB you take here. MB is a B for solute here. Molecular weight of solute, let it be B, MB. Using Raoult's law in the form of what now? In the following form, P naught minus PS by P naught. It is what? RLVP. RLVP. So according to Raoult's law, RLVP is equal to what here? Weight of solute by gram molecular weight of solute. So weight of solute WB by gram molecular weight of solute. And molecular mass of solvent by weight of solvent. MB is what here? The WB is what? WB is what? Weight of solute. Weight of solute you take here. And WA is what? W, capital WA. Here small WB is weight of solute. Capital W is what now here? Weight of solvent. Weight of solvent. So in this equation, they have taken small m, small w, weight of solute, capital W, weight of solvent. Small m, molecular weight of solute, capital M, molecular weight of solvent they have taken. But in some other books, they take like this. WB means weight of solute, WA indicates weight of solvent. Like that. Next, here from solution 1, P naught, okay, for solution 1, P naught minus PS. PS of solution given initially, 21.85 was given by PS. So this modified form we have taken, remember. What is this here? Modified. So modified form of Raoult's law. Modified form of Raoult's law we have taken here. So P naught minus PS by PS we have taken. So from this, we get what now here? Weight of solute given. Weight of solute given. Molecular weight of solute, we don't know. And weight of solvent is given 90 grams. And gram molecular weight of solvent is 18. It is from solution 1. Okay, solution 1 here. Then solution 2 is checked here. For solution 2, how much extra we added here? To solution 1, what we added? Water is added. To solution 1, we added some 18 grams water. 18 grams of water is added. That's all here. Now here see. Now P naught minus PS. PS finally what, after adding 18 grams of water, the PS value given what? 22.15 given. Okay, P naught minus PS by PS. P naught minus PS by PS. Modified Raoult's law we have taken. That equals to weight of solute, same 30 grams only. But here, molecular weight of solute still we don't know. And weight of solvent 108. Why 108 we have taken weight of solvent in this case? 90 grams initially taken water plus 18 grams added here. 18 grams water. This is what now here, 90 grams plus 18 grams. So 108 grams is weight of what? Water. And gram molecular weight of water 18. Okay, it is equation 2. Equation 2. So dividing equation 1 by equation 2. So equation 1 divided by equation 2. So equation 1. So dividing equation 1 by equation 2, we get what now here? P naught minus PS by PS into, okay, here it is what now? PS by P naught minus PS is equal to 108 by 90. That equals to 6 by 5. 6 by 5. Therefore, P naught is equal to 23.87 mm of mercury. P naught is what here? Vapor pressure of pure water. Vapor pressure of pure solvent. Pure solvent means what? Pure water here. 23.87 mm of mercury. Substituting the value of P naught in equation 1, we get molecular weight. Equation 1 we have now, in that equation 1, if you substitute what? P naught. Okay, we get what now here? Molecular weight, gram molecular weight of solute. So in this way, we have to get gram molecular weight and also P naught. P naught means what now? Vapor pressure of pure solvent. So it is one of the equations here, one of the example problems. Okay, ma'am?